I made the entire world a desolate wasteland in 1444. Every single province, whether it be London, Paris, Constantinople, even Beijing, is a mere redevelopment, just like the Saharan deserts. Well, except for the tribes, but that's a different story. Well, anyways, massively lower death means that countries are broke, with the mighty Ming starting with just 18 of income instead of 60-ish that it has normally. The 1444 great powers are obviously also different, so the Ming is still the number one, followed by Lithuania, Mamluks, Timi, the Ottomans, and England, with Denmark and Castile rounding up the top 8. This should make for an interesting time-lapse, and I promise you, it gets really weird, so stick until the end to find out. Also, place your bets on who and when will reach the 100 income first. It's quite easy to guess who, but quite hard to guess when, so good luck. Also, I initially intended to make every province have no development at all, but the game doesn't accept 0 as a development and makes it a 1, so if anyone knows how to bypass this, please let me know. Now we are exactly 100 years into the game, and the Ottomans are just at 48 income. Also take a look at that Korea, working at top income with no expansion whatsoever. Also, around this time, a war of the Protestant League is happening, with Brandenburg declaring war on the Austrians. A total of 700,000 troops died during the war, with most of the casualties coming from battles. By far the most interesting development of the campaign, in my opinion, is the Austrian Succession War, as Russia got a personal union, with Spain contesting it. The Spanish, along with the colonies and Portuguese allies, failed to reclaim the union. After a brief period under the Russian rule, the Austrians, along with their Spanish allies, declared an independence war and absolutely decimated the Russians. The war was essentially won after only 50,000 casualties. The Russian winter, however, would kill another 500,000. After this failure, Jan, as well as Lübeck, used this opportunity to declare war on Russia, and after just a couple of years, the empire has fallen. So, here are the final great powers. Spain is by far the first, followed by a non-Habsburg Austria, Britain with over 2,500 development, followed by Italy, the Mughals, Portugal, and revolutionary Jan and Kilwa round up the top 8. Oh, and Spain also happens to be the emperor of a sick HRE, very cool. Europe is super weird, with Estonia and Latgalia, well, existing. Russia is an absolute mess, and we also have a sick Genoa that's nowhere near Genoa, and random Mamluks chilling in the Pontic steppe. Oh, and that's also a pretty beefy Lübeck. Cultures seem pretty normal, and I don't see anything weird going on. Same goes to the religion map node. and everything seems pretty much what you would expect, except for maybe the beefy Christianity of the Anglican variant. So now let's focus on the development map mode. Over the course of the campaign, the dev of the world grew nearly fourfold, with a ton of deving happening. Europe went from 2.5k to around 13k, with most of Western and Central Europe being super developed. I'm talking that most of Germany, Italy, and parts of France and Iberia are over 30 dev, except for a tiny little speck here. Can't see it? Well, let me zoom in, and well, of course it is the freaking gold mine. It's the least developed province in the region. Well, anyways, it seems like the biggest gain in global dev happened in the New World, as the developments there grew nearly tenfold. I mean, to be fair, they barely had any development, but that's besides the point. Other than that, India and Persia are strikingly low dev. I mean, it seems like there was barely any deving going on there. Not sure what's going on. Maybe being united by a single tag early on is a pretty terrible fate for the continent. I'll put up the rest of the info here for those of you who care, and thanks for watching if you made it this far. I'm interested to hear if you guys prefer this kind of content with more voiceover. Tell me your thoughts in the comments, and I would really appreciate it.